Alrighty. Yes. Apologies for the first 30 seconds there. I screwed up the audio once more. I'm going to try to do an audio check right now. Still can't hear anything. Why can't I hear anything? Oh, that's why. Yep. An audio check. Alrighty. God, got there in the end in just under 1 minute. So that's pretty good. All right, guys. So, what am I going to do today? What are we going to do today is, we're going to do quite a thorough update in regards to quite a number of missing people, missing children, missing adults across the world, America, Australia, United Kingdom. We're going to start off with several missing people that have been found, largely safe and well. We're going to move on to several people that tragically have been found deceased. And then after that, we're going to have a look through quite a number of missing people that are still not found, that are still missing. Some of the missing people, missing children, I've made videos on, others I haven't, and perhaps I will. So it's just really a bit of an update. Now, just to put a little bit of a disclaimer there, I don't have a magic wand that provides me with all of the correct information. All I can do is refer to the articles that I do refer to, as well as do Google searches. So I've done Google searches on all of the missing people as of a few hours ago. So the information I have is as good at it as it is. Now, if there is any incorrect information, um, if you're aware that some of the people have been found, please do let me know. Leave a comment. I'm not trying to. I think it's appropriate to provide updates on these missing persons cases, and I will endeavor to do that. Um, so I wouldn't want to, I guess, promote or alert somebody as being missing when that indeed is not the case. So if there's any inaccuracies, it's certainly not intentional. Please feel free to correct me. I've stated that it's a semi-open panel. I've done quite a few live streams on this channel and my other political channel, which is kind of in a dormant mode at the moment. So in some ways, I'm kind of used to doing live streams, but in other ways, I'm not. I get pretty anxious, suffer a little bit from anxiety to a degree. Um, Technically, I can run into some errors, so I'm not fully on top of things yet, but I am hoping to be able to do live streams more regularly. And I'd have a little bit more confidence in doing that if I did know that there was a bit of an audience that are available to either join me or join us, whoever happens to join me live. It would be nice if there is somewhat of an audience to participate live, interact with. Um, and I am keen to try to figure out a nice format to encourage that. I really like this true crime updates channel that I've created about 7-8 months ago. I really enjoy it, mostly because of the interaction that I have with you guys through the comments. You guys, just generally speaking, I've only had a handful of comments that are a little bit distasteful, perhaps, but almost all are from you guys, and you're just so kind-hearted, warm people, and I really appreciate that. And I just feel that there's room to foster some kind of community, and I want to try to figure out how to do that. So today we're going to do a live stream. It will probably go for about an hour. If you are a regular to the channel, please do pop in and say hello and come up on panel if you'd like to. You don't have to, of course, but if you'd like to for a quick chat, say hello, whatever it happens to be. I'd like to give that a go. But other than that, let's begin. Let's begin. I should add as well, I don't wish to be disrespectful to anybody, any of the missing persons at all. But I'm not going to go through each individual case thoroughly. That would clearly take too much time. So I'm just going to go through the very basics so that we can just try to move through everything in a pretty timely fashion. So firstly, as I say, we're going to start off with a handful of missing persons cases that have been closed for good reason, because, as far as I'm aware, the missing people, the missing children, have been found, and I believe largely safe and well. So the first one that gives us some good news is this one here, Matthew DeBose, 12-year-old boy from Phoenix, Arizona. He went missing in and around May the 17th. I've not double checked the full details of the article at this point, but around that time. And we are notified that he has been found, I believe, safe and well. So that's great. Matthew DeBose from Arizona. Um, Here's an article that I did make a video on. It's a little bit interesting. I don't wish to be too facetious, but it's in regards to an 11-year-old boy who ran away from home overnight, essentially ran away from home overnight. And he was found the following morning from a local neighbor was purposefully driving around searching for the little boy. There had been an Amber Alert issued, and the neighbor found the little boy uh, uh, and drove him home, essentially. I'm not sure if he drove him directly home, but or to the police station or wherever it happened to be. But the kind neighbor gave him warmth in the car, gave him some protein bars, and essentially got him out of the cold bush that he was in. And this happened last Thursday. Do I have that right? Last Thursday, was it? Um, Interestingly, this happened in Sydney's northwest. Interestingly, when the police dropped him off at the family home, they ended up arresting the father. If I have my details correct, they arrested the father for having a marijuana growing facility within the house in a locked room. So I feel that there's a little bit more to this story that will perhaps come to light, and perhaps we'll look at this one again. But for now, we're just going over this in regards to the fact that the missing boy, Christopher Wilson, has been reunited. He was 11 years of age, and he ran away, essentially, spent the night out in the bush in a particularly cold period. And but now he is safe and well. So we're going to move on. Here's an article. Yeah, this is a shocking article. This is Riker Webb. Look at him. He's a 4-year-old boy. Wow. I mean, what a picture, right? I don't want to be too facetious or too mean, but that boy has seen some shit. It's quite the story. I made a video in regards to this. It's probably worth watching. But in essence, what happened with him, I've got to remember. Yeah, he went missing in the Montana wilderness. Seemingly, he just wandered off. He didn't get very far. I think it was 2.4 miles away from his home. And he just wandered off into the wilderness. And he saw a shed, which was next to a cabin, like a wood cabin, and he bunkered down in that shed. I believe he was there for 2 nights in near freezing temperatures of the Montana wilderness. Thankfully, the owners of the wooden cabin, they visited it. They just visited it just to check up on it, and they heard a strange noise in the shed out back. They checked up on it, and they found that this little guy, this little tyke, 4-year-old Riker Webb, um, freezing in near freezing temperatures. So thankfully, he was rescued, and I believe he's completely safe and well. I mean, the picture, though, it really does tell you 1,000 words. Here's his normal picture, a normal, happy, um, laissez-faire, if that's the right term, can't think of the right word, but a nice young man. And here's his picture after he's been rescued. Look at those eyes. He's seen some shit, man. He was scared AF. Don't blame him, but thankfully, he's been found safe and well after 2 nights out in the rain. Out in the near freezing temperatures of the Montana wilderness. So we're going to move on. Here's an article I've not gone through. 2-year-old girl abducted in southern Pennsylvania has been found. So I don't know the details of this. Pennsylvania State Police have issued an Amber Alert, which has since been updated to state that Mia Campbell has been found safe. She was abducted, or rather, it's believed that she was abducted from Springettsbury Township near York on Sunday afternoon. And believed to have been abducted by Maria Mackenzie, perhaps. I don't know that that is the case, but either way, Mia, thankfully, has been found safe. So there we go, some good news. So it's nice to go through a few good news missing persons cases, and then unfortunately we're going to move on to the less good news. This is a case which I've not covered myself. Taya Robertson was found safely by Lower Windsor Township Police in a York County residence after a 911 call and returned to her parents. So she went missing near East Petersburg. She's 15 years of age, and she was missing, but seemingly, if I'm understanding this correctly, she called in to the police and said, hey, look, I want to go home. And she has been returned to her parents. We hope, we pray that she is safe and well and happy. You know, family life is never perfect. We've got to put up with a lot of shit, you know, but hopefully she's happy enough and is able to be stable within her family home. Why? Well, just because we want her to be safe. That's why. A similar story here. Search for a 14-year-old girl missing in Western Australia ends as she is located. So her name is Lorana, 14 years of age. We don't really have too much info about Lorana, but she went missing on Tuesday night in the Nedlands or Kings Park area of Western Australia. And thankfully, some good news. She was found a short time later, safe and well. All right, so we don't know too much about Lorana, but that's fine. All we know is she's safe and well, and that's good enough for us. This is another article that I've not gone over. I've not followed this case. Missing person alert cancelled after a 7-year-old is found. Christina E. Juliet has been found, and the endangered missing person alert has been cancelled. So seemingly she was found in Idaho or Twin Falls, Idaho State Police. Okay, so she was last seen Sunday night, but she has since been found safe. She's been found safe, so we presume and hope she's also well. I'm sure she is, and hopefully she's happy at home. Hopefully she's happy and safe and well at home. So there's some good news. So we're going to move on. I wasn't aware of this case either, other than doing some research for this. A Dublin 2-year-old at the center of an Amber Alert is now safe. So the child's been located and returned. Investigators have arrested the 2-year-old's father, Tyler Coney. So this happened in Dublin, Georgia. Am I right there? I think I'm right. So an Amber Alert was issued Sunday night for 2-year-old Jacob Coney from Dublin, Georgia. Tyler Coney, the father, drove to his son's grandmother's home and forced her into letting him take the child. He doesn't have any parental rights to the child. That's a very scary situation because you don't know what people are going to do. I mean, if he's forcing the grandmother, what's his intentions? You would presume he has ill intentions. So this is, I'm going to say, particularly good news that the young man, Jacob Coney,
now you can get more 13 WMAZ on Roku,
has been found safe and well. Apologies for that noise there. So that's good news. Here's a case which I did make a video on at the time, and it has been updated, and I need to make sure I update the video. So let me remind myself of doing that, and I've got to remind myself to do that. Yeah, 3 girls went missing. I believe this was in London, South London, Camberwell Green. 13, 12, and 13 years of age. Jasmine John, Kaya Conway, and Nyla Collins. The 3 of them went missing after school. And thankfully, They've been found, and it looks like they were found sometime shortly thereafter. Unfortunately, I wasn't necessarily as good as I currently am at keeping tabs on progress of the updates of these cases. So I've improved there, but thankfully the three of them were found seemingly the next day. So I'll make sure that I update my video to reflect that. Okay, so those are the good news articles. Now we're going to get through to the grim articles again. I'm not fully familiar with all of the articles that we're going to have a look at. This was published a couple of weeks back. Teenager's badly decomposed body is found at the bottom of a creek bed. It is believed to be a girl who vanished without a trace a month ago. So that girl is Myrna Kasher, 18 years of age, who disappeared from her home on April the 28th. So I'm going to do a quick search. Perhaps I should have done this before, and we'll see if that has been confirmed. Okay. Right. So it looks like it has been confirmed that it is the body they found is indeed that of Myrna Kasher. Yeah, on Monday, police confirmed a body believed to be 18-year-old Myrna Kasher was retrieved from Green Valley Creek in Canley Heights. That's a suburb of Sydney's west, at 2 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. That was a little while back, late May, a couple of weeks ago. So tragically, the missing girl, Myrna Cash, has been found a couple of weeks back, deceased. They found her decomposed body at the bottom of a creek bed in Canley Heights, Sydney. So there's a tragedy. We're going to move on to the next, which is also a tragedy. The next few will be in regards to those that have been found deceased. Police have launched a murder inquiry after a man who went missing after fleeing hospital was found dead, and that is David Aubert. David Aubert. Unfortunately, I'm not able to read through any further details at this point. Thanks, but no, I'm not going to register. So tragically, David Aubert, 59 years of age, if I'm understanding correctly, has been found deceased. So he was listed as a missing person for a period of time. Body believed to be that of missing 6-year-old Master Shah has been found by a kayaker. So apologies if my pronunciation is incorrect. Master Shah. So this is dated today. The body believed to be that of missing 6-year-old Master Shah was located by a kayaker in the Merrimack River Sunday morning. The body will be turned over to the state's chief's medical examiner's office. Master Shah, and apologies, I don't know if that's a boy or a girl, was missing since he visited Deer Island with his family on Thursday. Mass's mother, Bua Deshah, and his 7-year-old sister tried to save him, and Bua lost her life while attempting to save him. Oh my gosh, this is an absolute tragedy. 2 children dead. Oh, this is terrible. State police told Western Massachusetts News that local, state, and federal agencies responded and contributed to the aggressive 4-day-long search for Deshah. Massachusetts State Police tweeted, "Our prayers are with him, his mother, Bua Deshah, who died trying to save him, and the loved ones they left behind." Oh no, so it's the mother that died. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. The 7-year-old sister survived, seemingly. So what a tragedy. The 7-year-old sister has lost her mother as well as her brother. That's a terrible tragedy. So, of course, our thoughts and our prayers go out to the 7-year-old naturally. We pray that she has remaining family. There's no mention of a father. Let's hope there is one in the picture, as it were. And if not, let's hope that there is extended family that is able to look after and take custody of the 7-year-old sister. So that's a real tragedy there. So we're now going to move on to our next section here for those people that aren't found. Hey, Darkness Exposed. Hey there. I recognize you. Oh yeah, you follow my Twitter and you retweet a lot of my tweets. So I really appreciate that, Darkness. Just going through some missing persons. That's the focus of this live stream. And it is an open panel. If you want to come up and say hello, introduce yourself. Yeah, why don't we do that actually? If you're up for that, maybe not immediately, but you've got a YouTube channel or something, haven't you? If you've got a YouTube channel, I'm also on YouTube. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. So there you are. There, you're a moderator. You're a moderator because I know you in some respect. You retweet. So look, drop a link to your YouTube channel if you're happy with that, and if you like, you can pop up and have a chat with me if you like. Don't have to, it's up to you. I can't right now, but we can definitely schedule something soon. Okay, cool. I'm not the particularly good at scheduling. I'm more of an impromptu kind of guy, but yeah, you're a moderator and you're more than welcome to. I want to do some live streams where it is open panel and some conversations can start happening. That's what I'm hoping to achieve. And I think the way to start that is by having open panels for those that are some way known to the channel, as it were. So yeah, maybe next time, yeah, feel free to come up and we can talk for as little or as long as you like. Sounds like a plan. So we're now going to go through some more missing persons accounts, articles rather, missing person articles, situations, cases, where, as far as I'm aware, those that are missing people are unfound, are not currently found. Not currently found. So we're going to do that. I have actually made videos in regards to most of the cases, but a few I haven't. Just prior to doing that, we're going to have a quick look at Darkness Exposed. Darkness won't be joining us today. They're too important. But we're going to have a quick look at Darkness Exposed channel, YouTube channel. Oh, here you go. Heartbreaking update, Jakiri Bennett. Yeah, I just made a video. Hang on. Didn't we just covered that? No, I've got some bad news, mate. Oh, you know the update, right? You know the update. Yes. I did made a video on that as well. Yeah, Jakiri Bennett, if we pronounce that correctly, she was killed by the scumbag father. You haven't had your coffee yet. Yeah, okay, mate. Do that. So what? You're in the UK at a guess? I guess we can play your video and we can find out. Let's guess where you're from. 45-second video. Very short.
Well, unfortunately, guys, we are starting a Sunday off with a sad update. Right after the previous video went public, we got an alert from the GBI. Baby Jakari has died. The Newton County Sheriff's Office is handling the investigation. Authorities say that Darian shot and killed his baby's mother and grandmother before taking Jakari. They say he then killed the baby and himself this morning in Riverdale. I will continue to keep you updated on this case. My prayers, love, and condolences go out to the family. Fly high, baby Jakari. Rest peacefully in paradise. Dance among the clouds and sing among the angels.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, it's disgusting, isn't it? So you do similar cases to me. A lot of Amber Alerts missing people. So go and subscribe to Darkness Exposed, a newly appointed moderator. There's the link if you're watching this after the fact. It's in the chat box. You should be able to see that. I live in Georgia, so that one hit me hard. Yeah, I mean, it is tragic. The guy killed his baby mama and shot the baby mama's mother, who I believe is in critical condition, and then he killed 1-year-old Jakari Bennett, and the only blessing is that he killed himself. I mean, I know that some people find that offensive, but yeah. Okay, you got a lovely voice. You got a nice little channel, Darkness. So yeah, you're definitely more than welcome up to part of the team. Welcome aboard. All right, so let's have a look at a few cases of those that are not found, to the best of my knowledge. This was just published a couple of hours ago. I've not looked through the full details. 4-year-old boy seen walking in the streets in his pajamas at night sparks an urgent hunt by dozens of volunteers and door-to-door inquiries by the police. This happened in Colwyn Bay, North Wales. He was spotted around 10:30 p.m. last night, if I believe. Police and volunteers have spent the night urgently searching for a 4-year-old boy who was seen walking the streets in his pajamas. Officers from North Wales Police and dozens of volunteers went out on the streets of Colwyn Bay after the child was seen unaccompanied at around 10 p.m. on Sunday evening, June the 12th. The boy is thought to be around 4 years old. Forgive me, I don't have children, but isn't he a bit big for a 4-year-old? He looks pretty tall to me. Okay, so nobody knows why he was walking around. The police force added that while the boy did not appear to be in any imminent danger, it would continue searching for him. So as far as I know, that there isn't a missing child that's been reported in the area. Again, I've not looked through this thoroughly yet. But there were sightings of a 4-year-old walking around 10 o'clock, 10:30, and naturally people are very concerned about that. So, of course, if anyone has any information or if you're in the area, please do promote this topic in your local Facebook groups, etc. Darkness Exposed says, I just don't understand how someone can take a child's life. That level of evil just blows my mind. Yeah. Yeah. I've got to think with that case, the Jakari. Sorry, I've forgotten her last name already. That case that you made a video on. I got to think the father. It has to be mental illness. I just kind of assume that it has to be mental illness, and how can anyone in their right mind do that? It's unfathomable. But these topics can be quite depressing. Well, they are depressing, aren't they? Darkness. Mental health care in the United States is a joke. Yes. Yeah. And the gun control aspect, they kind of, unfortunately, the availability of guns doesn't really go very well with such a shockingly poor mental health care system. That too, yeah. But it is very depressing, Darkness, isn't it? I mean, what I would like to do, Darkness, is I want to figure out a way to try to have fun with people that like these topics, but because they get too depressing, it's too dark, really, isn't it? And a lot of us do consume a lot of these topics, and there's definitely value in that. But at the same time, we all need to have fun. So I feel that it would be nice if there was some way that people that are interested in these topics, that follow these topics, are able to have fun together. That's kind of what I would like to try to figure out how to be a part of. Anyway, I'm going to move on to a couple more people that, as far as we're aware, have not been found at this point. And this is in regards to an Australian woman, Tani Shanks, who went missing in Mexico approximately 5 weeks ago. Her daughter, Adeline, has been found near a church in Cancun. However, the Australian mother, Tani Shanks, is still missing. So I've not looked through the details of this fully. Tani Shanks, 32 years of age, was last seen on May the 2nd, checking out of a Cancun hotel. Cancun is Mexico. Am I right? I think I'm right. Little Adeline was later found wandering alone and barefoot outside a Cancun church about 9 p.m. that day, but with no signs of her parents. Well, look, I mean, there's a massive blessing there. There's a massive silver lining that the little girl has been found. This is a troubling sign. There's blood on the girl's finger. So we don't really know what to make of that. But it is perhaps a sign of a struggle. And here is Tani Shanks, last seen May the 2nd, from Cancun. So that's all we know. So as far as I understand, I did a Google search a few hours ago. As far as I understand, Tani Shanks is still yet to be found. Although thankfully her daughter, 2-year-old Adeline, has. All right, so we're going to move on to the next missing person case that is not found. Desperate search is launched for missing girl, 13 years of age, who was last seen, it says 10 days ago, but that's now closer to 3 weeks ago now. A 13-year-old girl from Melbourne called Armina. Now, I've done a Google search, and I haven't been able to find any update in regards to this case. It is possible that Armina has been found safe and well. So, of course, we hope, we pray that that is the case. If anyone does have that information, please do let me know, and I'll, well, so that we can highlight that. But as far as I'm aware, Armina is still missing and perhaps has been missing since May the 26th, which is a disturbingly long amount of time for a 13-year-old to be missing. So she's about 170 centimeters tall with long dark hair. She's known to visit the Hallam, Dandenong, and Cranbourne areas of Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Armina. All right, so we hope that she's already safe and well, and that I've merely failed to find an adequate source to inform us of that. But certainly we hope that she is found safe and well before long. Kendall Brooks was reported missing from Wythenshawe, South Manchester. Here she is. I did make a video in regards to Kendall Brooks. And as far as I'm aware, she is still currently not found. 16 years of age, missing from the Wythenshawe area. If anyone has better information than me, if they're aware that she has been found, please drop a comment and we can update that accordingly. Lena Sardar kill. So this is a very well publicized missing child. And she's been missing since December the 20th. So it was quite highly publicized at the time. I made a video in regards to it. She's 3 years of age, and the FBI team was brought in. As far as I know, she went missing from the San Antonio area, I believe. And as far as I know, she is still not found. So there would be grave fears for Lena Sardar kill at this stage. But of course, we hope and we pray that she is okay and that she will be found safe and well. This one touches me in particular. I've made a couple of videos in regards to Harmony Montgomery, and she's got such a tragic upbringing. I can't remember the full details, but the father's been indicted on assault charges. The mother has had legal issues. The stepmother has had legal issues. There's been a steady stream of updates in regards to the case in some respects, but really involving the arrests and criminalities of the adults that ought to have been looking after Harmony. If I recall, the father has been accused of having beaten Harmony Montgomery severely. She is 7 years of age, perhaps she's now 8. She has an issue with one eye. And I don't know, to me, she's been let down so thoroughly. I fear the worst for Harmony, unfortunately. But I do hope and pray that she is found safe and well. At this point in time, as far as I'm aware, she is still classified as being missing. So we pray for her safe return. I made a video in regards to this one. Michaela Watts, 16 years of age. She went missing from Sydney's northern beaches back in late January, as far as I understand. I've done a Google search to see if Michaela has been found. I haven't found any update telling me that she has been. So if anyone knows any different, please do drop a comment and I'll update this accordingly. But as far as we're aware at this point in time, Michaela Watts from Sydney's northern beaches, 16 years of age, as we see here, a white girl, long blonde hair. She is still missing as far as we're aware. Cody Bigsby, he's been missing for a while. I made this video late February. So I believe he's been missing since early February. So that's quite a few months back now. That's 4 months ago now. 4-year-old boy from Virginia, Cody Bigsby, as we see here, and he is still missing. So we hope that he is found safe and well. Kendall Brooks, 16 years of age. She went missing. Oh, we just covered Kendall, didn't we? We just covered Kendall, didn't we? Yes, we did. We just covered Kendall. But of course, we hope for her safe return. If anyone does know that she has been found safe and well, please do drop a comment. This young man, Drayden Toolby, 13 years of age, from Avondale, Chicago. To me, the area is very scary. I'm going to say this. He looks like a bit of a troubled young man to me. That's my read. Hopefully that's not offensive to anybody, but he looks like an angry young man. And I know that Chicago is riddled with gang activity. And I know that in America, in Chicago and elsewhere, gang activity can involve those 13 years of age and younger. So we hope this young man isn't involved in gang activity. We hope that he is found safe and well. But at this point in time, as far as I'm aware, Drayden Toolby is still missing from the Avondale area and has been since March. So we're going to move on. A missing child and mother, Heidi and Medellin. I believe the mother is Medellin, if I recall, and she's French. They've gone missing from Dimboola in Victoria, Australia. If I recall, I made a video in regards to this in March. If I recall, they were traveling across Victoria, and they are both not found, as far as I understand. So if anyone has any information, there is... Quite sure the girl's name is Heidi. I'm trying to show you a picture of Heidi. There we go. There's Heidi. Yeah, Heidi, 11 years of age, last seen in Dimboola, Victoria, January the 27th. So they've been missing for quite some time. Again, if you're aware that these guys have been found, please do let me know. But as far as I'm aware, they're not found. They're still missing. And missing from the Dimboola area, which is regional Victoria, Australia. Heidi, 11 years of age, and her mother, Medellin, who is French, if I recall correctly. So we're going to move on from there. Again, we're just going over those cases whereby, as far as I'm aware, the missing person, the missing child, is still not found. We just hope that maybe this video can lead to someone or other having a bit of a lead to provide the local authorities. Kira Breland Locklear, a 31-year-old woman from Indiana. She looks very young in this picture here. So she's been missing for a while. I made this video back in late February. We made this video back in late February. So we hope, we pray that she is found safe. If anyone has any information, drop a note in the comments. Katie, we don't have a last name, 13 years of age, from Hillingdon, West London, missing from around the March 14th time, or 11th of March. So fairly early in March, she's been missing. Again, as far as I'm aware, she's still missing, and that's 3 months now. So if that is the case, if she is still missing, her parents presumably are going to be absolutely beside themselves, absolutely distraught. So we hope that she is found safe and well, but Katie has gone missing from the Hillingdon area, West London, United Kingdom, as of early March. Two boys here, Zeus Powell and his friend Elliot, 12 and 13-year-old boys. They went missing from West Sussex, England, around late March. They were both, or they are, train fanatics, and it's believed that they went missing from a train station in West Sussex. They could have been traveling on the train. So we have the two boys there. Zeus Powell, I believe he's 12 years old, and his close friend Elliot, 13 years old. We hope, we pray that these two boys do return safely. They've been missing since late March, so close to 3 months. A 16-year-old girl and a 1-year-old daughter has gone missing from Georgia. So perhaps Darkness Exposed is aware of this case. If I pronounce the names correctly, Lecaria and Isis Goodwin. So I believe Isis is the 1-year-old daughter, if I recall, and Lecaria. So Lecaria is the mother, but if I recall the details, she doesn't have any legal guardianship rights, and seemingly she took young Isis without permission. And as far as I'm aware, hopefully I'm wrong, but as far as I'm aware, they are still missing as of late March. If anyone has any information, do drop a note in the comments and I'll update accordingly. But I've done a Google search and I haven't found any further information. So I am assuming that they are both missing. Lecaria Goodwin is described as 5'6" tall, weighing 235 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. I don't know why the article doesn't say that the both of them are black. So Lecaria is 16 years of age. Baby Isis Goodwin was last seen wearing a grey pajama shirt and red pajama pants, and they went missing in late March from the Georgia area. And there we go. There's the pictures that we have. Lecaria, the 16-year-old, Isis Goodwin, the 1-year-old daughter. So we're going to move on. Helena Bimsterber, 14-year-old girl from Northmead, Western Sydney, has gone missing since April the 3rd. I've done a Google search to see if there's any updates. I've not found any updates. If you guys are aware of whether or not she has been found, please do drop a note. But as far as we're aware at this point in time, she's been missing from the Northmead, Western Sydney area since early April. 2.5 months. Helena Bimstuber, 14 years of age, from Northmead, Western Sydney. Chloe Brewer, 15 years of age. She went missing from Manchester city centre a few weeks back. No, about a month ago now, mid-May. As far as I'm aware, she's still missing. If anyone knows any different, please let me know. But she went missing from a McDonald's. Here we go. This McDonald's here on Oxford Street in Manchester city centre. It's believed that she's carrying a black handbag with a gold chain. There's a picture of Chloe. And I think this area is, well, it's in the city centre. There are nightclubs and bars and such. It's possible, I can't remember the full details, but it's possible that she was with friends. I can't remember the details, but certainly Chloe Brewer, 15 years of age, has gone missing from Oxford Road, Manchester city centre since mid-May. Leslie Ben Lasso. This lady here has gone missing from Sacramento, California since early May. As far as I'm aware, she's still missing. Her family are beside themselves. They say that it's very unlike Leslie to disappear. She has not been using her social media, and normally she's very active on social media. Her family is extremely concerned. She met with somebody on April the 15th. That she was last seen April the 15th, I believe. She met with somebody for a date, somebody that she met on a dating app, OkCupid. And she was seen on some CCTV footage. If we can get those images in front of us. Last seen in the Fremont Park area on April the 15th, as described here, wearing ripped jeans, a t-shirt, and a brown leather backpack. And she was meeting an unknown person she'd met on the dating app, and that person's called B, so a lady. So if that's relevant, I mean, it's certainly relevant that she was meeting a lady. That's relevant. And she has a number of tattoos, distinctive tattoos on both arms. So Leslie Ben Lasso, her family are beside themselves. So we hope and pray that she is found safe and well. If anyone has any further information, please do drop a comment. Sarah McDermott, 33 years of age, went missing from Stepping Hill Hospital in Stockport, Greater Manchester, England. So she was seen leaving the hospital, and she was leaving this area here, and last seen in mid-May, I believe. So there are still grave fears for Sarah McDermott. If anyone knows any more, please do drop a comment. But of course, we hope and pray Sarah does get home safe and well. And that's really as much as I wanted to go through. That's as much as I wanted to go through. I've done a pretty thorough job, if I don't mind saying myself. Don't know if this has been interesting. I wouldn't say it's been entertaining. But thank you, Darkness Exposed, for joining. And here is Darkness Exposed YouTube channel. She's doing pretty well. She's getting some pretty good views. I'm a fan. Multiple videos a day. Oh, you're like me. You're doing 3, 4, 5, 8 videos a day. 2, 5 videos a day. This is what I try to do. I'm all about quantity rather than quality. That's what I try to do. So you've got some very, very interesting topics. Missouri jailbreak, missing people. Harmony Montgomery. Yeah, you're familiar with the case as well. Yeah, okay, cool. So I've subscribed to you, Darkness Exposed. Perhaps a couple of other people will do as well. I'll wrap things up at this point. Hopefully a couple of people watch this video after the fact. It's not a big deal if they don't. But I'm glad I've gone through this. So I'm going to thank everyone for their time, and take care.